Hello, I'm Barbara Henderson and I am a time tunneler, and it's Valentine's Day soon, so where better to get my inspiration than my local florist with its beautiful display of flowers. Lots of people give flowers for Valentine's Day, but why do we celebrate at all? That's the question. Why do we celebrate Valentine's Day? We all love it, don't we? When all the flowers and the cards appear in the windows, there's a buzz about it. But who was responsible for starting it? Well, Valentine, I hate to say, was quite a common name in the early centuries of AD, and actually there are three possible contenders for who this mystery Valentine may have been. My favourite is the legend of a priest in the Roman Empire who, when the Emperor Claudius II outlawed marriage for soldiers, secretly performed marriage rites anyway because he wanted to help these young couples, and that made him a little bit of a romantic hero, didn't it? However, he was executed for this offence in 270 AD roughly, and perhaps retrospectively we adopted him as a possible saint. Now, he was a romantic figure, but actually it took some time for this to catch on properly. Now, the Romans had a festival called Lupercalia in February, and many people think that this is at the root of why we celebrate this romantic tradition in February, in this dark month of the year. They had a festival which was devoted to Faunus, a god of agriculture and fertility, and they actually had a sort of ritual on this day where all the young girls who were single put their name into a big urn, like a bucket basically, and all the young bachelors of the community picked a name out of this urn, and for the following year those two would be a couple. Sometimes they even got married. So it was one way of sort of skipping the whole dating and flirting game. But it wasn't until the Middle Ages when this really caught on. The poet Geoffrey Chaucer, in his poem A Parliament of Fowls, likened Valentine's Day to the time when two birds started looking for a mate. That's when all the birds are fluttering around the garden finding a partner. So this was then picked up by quite a few historical figures, including Henry V, who commissioned a poet to write a Valentine to his prospective bride. And later on, the first proper Valentine greeting that we're aware of followed the Battle of Agincourt, where the English won a decisive battle over the French. A French duke was captured and imprisoned in the Tower of London. His name was Charles, Duke of Orleans, and he sent a greeting to his wife back home, calling her my very gentle Valentine. Now, he never saw her again, but the Victorians embraced Valentine's Day in a big way. Oh my goodness, it was all cards and angels and flowers and treats, and in some ways the more elaborate your Valentine's greetings were, the better. So that became an industry. Flowers were now associated with the giving at Valentine's Day, and it became the tradition that we would recognize today. So for your writing challenge, I think what we should do is just give it a bit of a twist. Let's face it, a lot of Valentine's poems are really over the top and really gushy, but you could have so much fun writing one if you made it about a thing and not a person. How about writing a really over-the-top Valentine's poem to your Xbox or your PlayStation or your DS, or even your bookshelf, your pony that you ride at riding lessons, something that isn't a person, something that you love. And let's see how much fun we can have by figuring out what these things may be. So all the best and enjoy. We would love to see some of your work at the Time Tunnelers. Happy Valentine's Day.